Today we have another really fantastic multi-tool from Nextool, and I have to say I feel like one of their best products is their keychain multi-tool line or their small plier line. This Nextool S11 Pro may be the best keychain plier multi-tool on the market. I think it's pretty close to being the best, and we'll go over a couple of its features. Now, the Nextool S11 Pro is named Pro for a reason. It's got a lot of upgraded materials. So the pliers are a little bit stronger. They're a little bit thicker. The knife is a little bit better and the implements are a little bit better. And the tool has been lightened to compensate for this as well. So a very cool tool from Nextool, and I really appreciate them sending this to the channel. And I have to say, I love their stonewash finishing of their implements on their pliers. I'm a big fan of that. I was a big fan of that with the Nextorch Pioneer. Here's the Nextorch Pioneer, and look at this. Aren't these, I just feel like Nextool does a really good job with the finishing on their tools. I'm a big fan. While we have the outside implements open, let's go ahead and talk about them. On this side, there is the file. Now, when we talk about the file, Nextool says they have upgraded this to 30CR13, the file, and then you have the rough side on this side right here, and then on the other side, it almost looks like a diamond type file. It looks very fine right there. I really like the looks of that right there. Pretty cool. So Nextool has definitely done a great job. And then with the knife, this right here is upgraded to 8CR, which is pretty cool that they have done that upgrade, 8CR 14 MOV right there. And this is a very nice looking knife. Again, I really love the look of that stonewash finish. These are not locking, but they work pretty good, these tools. And then the Phillips, more of a 2D Phillips screwdriver, the flat screwdriver, and the SIM card ejector. And as we have mentioned many times, those in the US probably don't find this useful, but overseas, I have heard different people say they are still very, very useful. When we look at the flat screwdriver, there is also a bottle cap lifter at the bottom. And Nextool says that they have upgraded these tools. They've taken a little bit more attention to detail, and they have upgraded the outside tools to 5CR 15 MOV. I really appreciate Nextool for listening to the customers. That is a huge thing. Just recently with Leatherman, I think 99% of the comments were, I hope it's not a knife, and what did Leatherman drop? A whole line of knives. I really appreciate Nextool listening, making these upgrades exactly what a lot of people have been wanting. Then let's go ahead and test out the scissors. So I have learned never to take scissors for granted just because they work on one model. Sometimes when there is a special coating put on, it really affects the next model. But I have to say these are pretty impressive. I mean, they're small, but they have a really good bite. And if you can get the paracord in there, these are really good scissors. So really impressed with them. I think Nextool is just doing a really good job. I just love what Nextool is doing. And then on the end, we have these glow-in-the-dark spacers as well. So it's still a little bit light where I am filming this, but you can see how brightly they shine when you charge them up with a bright light. These are really cool. And yeah, I think Nextool just did an excellent job adding these glow in the dark so that you can easily find your tool. The one internal feature that Nextool has is the same as the last upgraded Nextool Mini Sailor Pro that we talked about. They have this keychain attachment that can fold back in the handle, or you can pull this out and then attach that to your keychain. It's probably its biggest competitor will be the Gerber Dime, since Leatherman has pretty much left the market. But you can see right here how the Nextool has, I think, just a little bit thicker pliers. It seems a little bit more sturdier, but yet it's still spring-loaded, which is really nice. So here are the two new upgraded mini sailors. This is the S11 Pro we've been talking about, and this is the previous mini sailor that had the upgrades, the pliers, the glow in the dark, and I think the knife as well is upgraded on this one. Now, the big difference is with the S11 Pro, it has the file, and with this one, you have the can opener bottle cap lifter. So if that's super important to you, you can buy this one. I really like the looks of the S11 Pro better. I like the file. I think that has a lot more use for me than the can opener or the bottle cap lifter, but that's up to you. This is about $6 cheaper. This runs about $26. This runs around $20 right now with the sale on Amazon going on. But both of these are really great value. So when we weigh, the Nextool S11 Pro comes in at 2.9 ounces. Let's move it over to grams. Comes in at 82 grams. I'm just curious how much the Gerber dime is. So the Gerber dime is a little bit lighter at 68 grams, and then ounces 2.4. But keep in mind that the Nextool definitely seems built a little bit better than the Gerber dime. I don't think the Gerber dime is awful, but I don't think it's fantastic either. Now with the Nextool S11 Pro, comes in just under 3 inches, about 2 3/4. The Gerber dime will be a lot shorter, but then it does have this can opener, well, bottle cap lifter rather, that sticks out and makes it actually a little bit longer or just about the same size. Now, when we measure the S11 Pro, then it is around 2.5 centimeters or about 1 inch wide. And the thickness is about 1/2 inch or about 1.5 centimeters. This is a very pocketable tool. I think this will be so useful to so many people. Nextool is just doing an outstanding job in the keychain multi-tool market. And I think this is my favorite one yet that they have made. Probably the one I would recommend the most to anyone who wants a keychain plier multi-tool. I would definitely recommend for them the Nextool S11 Pro.